Hello. Sorry I got into the game really quick there, so I wasn't quite ready. Gave me a 5 second countdown to match me up with the player. Alright, so we're against orcs. Let's see. Oh, good orcs as well. Block all the way down. I mean, a good amount of block. On all the black orcs, which is sad, because they're usually your route to the other team losing rerolls. Looks like they're going to have 11 players. Yeah, not too much. This is just. I think this is going to be just a really solid player because the record is good and the skills are conservative. Not a huge amount of them, but the right sort of skills. So yeah, I expect this to be tough. Oh boy, they got a lot of petty cash as well. Let me just check I'm recording again. Okay, I am. Yeah, it gives you up to 5 minutes to find a game. Oftentimes, you'll be close to that 5 minute mark when it kicks in to the cycle. I guess you kind of join into whatever cycle of spinning it's doing. And I just happened to, I guess, get in right before it turned over. Oh, this looks like a person who's playing for money. If I remember this symbol right, all this kind of bracketed thing here, I think these are people that have their own like they kind of make a separate pool. And interesting going for linemen. I guess that means they're going to foul us a lot. There's no other real reason for orcs to need that. They're not really going to get injured more than we are. So I think they're just taking the spare guy for fouling. And they could take a bribe instead of that, but this is probably I can't remember. This is probably a little cheaper, and I kind of like it anyway, because then if you do... Okay, hang on, they're changing their minds. A bribe. Okay, so they're going big foul. Nope. Hang on. Oh, okay, they leveled him up. I wonder if they've given him block. That's kind of a new thing that they added in. It's probably not that new now, but to me it's new. I think they made it so that you can, when you get like a loner in, you can spend some of your petty cash to like give them skills. So I guess he's probably either gone with block, or maybe if he's going full on foul time, he might have given him dirty player, I guess. But yeah, this should be a tough match. Let's see how it goes down. Yeah, he gave him dirty player, so he's definitely gonna foul me as much as he can. Do we have anybody? Yeah, we do. Okay. Alright, so now the tricky thing is, unlike the last game we played, we're actually kind of scared about our people on the front here. I think we have to sacrifice a witch to this, because our agility lineman is just too good. And of course we're without one of our blitzers this game. The agility wrestle guy sort of makes up for that, but yeah, that little lack of speed is sad. And yeah, this could be a lot of casualties pretty fast, because he has mighty blow, he has tackle, so he's gonna probably be going after our top players. It's just really gonna come down to how long is our armor gonna actually hold out. And traditionally, so far it hasn't held out that long. Orcs are another team I've played quite a lot, played with and against. I really like playing as orcs because they're just, even from the get-go, they're just a solid team. You have the strength. It's kind of a little bit like a chaos team in that you bring all this strength with the black orcs, but you gain the 4 blitzers with block and everything. And of course you have them plus the black orcs can get strength skills, so you just build a team with a lot of, you block everybody up, you guard everybody up, and you mighty blow everybody up, and you're pretty much done. Okay. I guess we're just gonna nudge our guys over this way. The nice thing here is this means we can sacrifice somebody else to the to this guy, which might let our witch elf live another turn or two. You know what? I'm actually going to switch this guy over here as well. No, I'm going to switch him with this guy. I'm going to bring this guy over here. I'm not going to kind of stack too heavily. Because, yeah, they're not going to make it easy to get through here. But I want to at least give a nod to it in case he makes a bad pickup or something. He actually can't reach this without a GFI. So that's interesting. Maybe I should have brought my agility guy over to kind of threaten the possibility of me going and taking it instead. But I do expect him to kind of secure this up and then GFI to go pick it up with probably this blitzer next to it in case it goes wrong. Yeah, may as well go with the Black Orc here as well as this guy. Oh, okay, no, he's just using him for... Fair enough. I'd probably leave this block till last. So I would blitz, because that's safest. Pick up the ball because that's most important. Move this guy over, pick up the ball, and then block last just because you don't have block. Interestingly, left the dirty player out for this. So I guess he's just going to be... That's weird. It's a weird decision. I'd think you'd want to get your economy out of him straight away because on your own attack you can kind of control the pace of the game. So you can just hide the ball carrier, move up really slowly and just be fouling at his leisure. Whereas of course on your opponent's attack, you never know if they're going to go at it a little bit more... a little more speedily, and you don't get to, you know, you have to react a lot more than you get to dictate. All right, that's pretty sensible, and that's why you leave that guy till last. Because you'd rather save that reroll for the... How crazy am I feeling? Part of me really wants to dodge through here. He hasn't made it easy though. I could also potentially knock this guy over. Do I have any good blitz targets? I guess if I bring the... So I could bring him over here. Try and decide who I'm willing to kind of leave over on this side. For you to get over, you need somebody out of the way. I guess we'll bring you over here. You're probably not a high priority target for him. Because tackle is, of course, of no consequence in this game. This is, of course, where we do break everybody's armor because they're also heavily armored. That would be classic. So if I blitz this guy, I actually do give myself a... Oh, but I wanted to blitz... I think just getting the guy on the ball would be nice. Especially if I pop somebody up next to him. Which I could do. Although that's obviously horrible because then he gets to hit them down. So let's attempt that. Let's pop you in this highly risky position. highly risky if this block doesn't work. Okay, it did. I mean, she's still kind of vulnerable, but not as vulnerable. You can come back down. Who do I sacrifice over here? 1, 2, 3. Probably this guy if he's willing. I'm just going to stand this guy up. And we're going to have a go at getting here. Whew. Okay. And we'll try this. Alright. And I'm going to bring this guy over now because he could be very handy. The witch too. No. No, I'll leave her there. We got other players over here. Honestly, I didn't expect this to work, so... and the reason we did that was because this guy is obviously the best guy to remove this guy. We kind of allowed a couple of blocks, although this isn't too bad. He's going to have to bring somebody over to deal with this, which is hard for him. Although he could just one dice the guard guy. I had planned maybe to blitz over here. So it's my own fault for not realizing that it was going to actually be better to blitz over here. There's a chance he'll blitz with the with this guy. He'll dodge away, but obviously that's making him make a dodge with no reroll, so we do like that. So what's the plan here? You can't fully get... Oh, interesting. Well, we want to stay next to him, so we'll just go here. I mean, he still can't blitz me off unless he gets somebody up here. So we've given him some tricky decisions now. Oh, maybe he's going to put this guy here and still do the dodge blitz. Yeah, okay, that's what he's doing. So we just have to hope he fails this reroll. I mean, it fails the dodge and fails the reroll. I think he's sort of considering this. Oh, that means this guy's blocking. Because otherwise you'd go here. Okay, he's guarding this up because... I think because he still plans to put this guy here. I think he's just trying to give himself a nice kind of barrier, so if this goes wrong, it's okay. Oh, interesting. Not blitzing this guy at all. I guess the theory here is, let's make sure when the ball bobbles out, it bobbles into our players. So, I actually don't think I'm going to take this block. I can't easily remove this. Yeah, and I can't easily get in there with my wrestle guy. Let's see. What I'd like to do... Ooh, but it's not good. Maybe I do this. I'm trying to find a way to not let this guy get a blitz. Actually, I don't need that. I can do this. Nice. He's basically feeling right. Oh, wow, that's an early Apo. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's brave. Okay, who do I sacrifice to get on that guy? It has to be somebody pretty good, unfortunately. Well, no, it could be this guy if I manage that. Is there anything I want to do first? I don't think, unfortunately, there is. So the downside here is if I fail this, you know, our team's kind of where it is, which isn't very aggressive. Yep, there we go. We are not going to use our Apo on that. So that's a pity. We did get his Apo out, so anything we do to his players now is permanent, as sadly we found in the last game. Downside is now, this is a very good situation for him. And I think we just sort of try and move away for now, if we survive. Okay, he probably won't fail that because that's a stun and he'd have to commit. And he does need to move down the pitch towards me. But we kind of delayed him for a minute and kind of disrupted his line for a second. This would have been great if we could have knocked this guy down. This guy would have come through and held that guy up. He still could have blitzed me off the ball because I was only as long as he blitzed from this direction, he kind of like blocks where I go. So yeah, I think we played that pretty sensibly, and we didn't go crazy on any of that. This block gets to happen, which is unfortunate. Because this is kind of where he wants this guy anyway, so we're not really doing a duty by standing him up with this guy. Might have dodged him out at the end of the turn. I expect him to take up a pretty strong position. He only has one guard this game, which means there's potential opportunities for getting into the to get a 1 dice on the ball carrier with our wrestler. It might mean playing some risky stuff though at some point. That's currently a free block here. I can move somebody up for an assist to knock him over. But yeah, this guy's going to be our problem. Well, one of our problems. Our main problem. So yeah, trying to get on the ball this turn I don't think makes much sense. We can knock this guy over, potentially. Let's bring you here. Where do we want to hit? I think we try and hit the Black Hawk as well. Just trying to take our little opportunities where we can. Just keep them kind of pinned in as much as possible. I guess we have to do this one now. Alright, that's solid. I think we move up on that as well. Now for the block that goes horribly wrong. Okay, push is fine. If we push him... I guess we just have to do this and reassess our options. I can get a 1 dice on this guy. Everything else is a 1 die or a 2 die against. Well, in that case, I think we just take this not very exciting block. I mean, blitz. And then just pull back. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna... I think we're just gonna sit back. You know, we're actually gonna leave that. Okay. Reason being, I mean, it would have been nice if he had stayed up, or, you know, not got stunned, because it would have presented more of a problem for him running through. We kind of expect them to go through the middle, but that lets us do some more surround. You know, if we have people to surround with, that is. Okay, looks like he's probably going after the witch here, which is fair enough. Kind of expect him to go after this guy a bit more, which maybe he still will. That's really trusting in your mighty blow. Using a reroll there. I mean, he can, of course. This is bash teams for you though. They can just use their rerolls. Once they have the ball secured, they can just use their rerolls on blocks to try and smash you. I assume he's going to bring this guy back here. Or maybe he's bringing the ball carrier in here. Yeah. So I think this guy just hangs out behind them as an annoyance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't want to make contact with this guy. So he just sits kind of behind. This is classic orc blob mentality. We've lost enough players now. Oh, we've definitely lost enough players now that that they're not too worried about screen. 4 players out already. Eesh. Okay, where are we blitzing? I guess here. I am not going to use my rerolls on that. So we're just going to try and gum up the works a little bit at least. Just kind of keep some players in here. Now he can go this way. Maybe I should have kept the witch here and moved this guy down, but I didn't know whether the dodge was going to work. So it looks like he's going to start pushing across the field and probably hit. I mean, we're kind of at the stage where we have to give him nice targets for his blitzer. Okay, maybe he's just going to work on the easy guys. But he's got tackle, so these guys are just as easy to hit as this guy. I suppose this guy's more in the way of him going this way though. I suppose if you want to look at the positive of this is that they're all KOs so far. So theoretically could come back. At some point we begin to make a play for the ball, a more sort of desperate play for the ball. Maybe the turn after next. He's done all his blocks for this turn, so now it's just positioning. So everybody we have should be up. Some of them may be a bit more trapped than others. Kind of presented this guy as the obvious potential blitz target. He may stand us up with some of his guys as well. Okay, he's going for the annoying wide cage, which makes it very hard to kind of blitz in at him because he has a sort of built-in assist here. But yeah, leaving this guy off the field means he could have been fouling my guard guy with his made fouler. He may still foul him just with this guy. There's not a lot of reason not to right now. He's got a lot of control. I think we scoot this guy down as far around as we can. Yeah, there we go. So we could use his fouling. We could really do with his fouling not working as well as he'd like. Getting a few players sent off would be great. Okay, so the bribe is not used. I guess he's going to save it for the guy that actually is going to be better at fouling. He did stun me though, which is sad. That guard guy would have been nice. Yeah, I kind of want to get here. So we bring this guy down as both an assist and because he's the most likely to actually get into their cage. Nice. Stay. Just kind of keeping us around. He doesn't want to score till turn 8. So the onus is on him to make things happen. I think I'm actually just gonna... I think I'm gonna keep him on this side. It means our witch gets blitzed this turn, which I really don't like. Or maybe he's gonna blitz here and go down the middle. But that means we have players on both sides of him, which I like. I mean, this is textbook Orc, and there's not a ton you can do about it as elves, apart from just try and get in the way a little bit. If your armor breaks, your armor breaks. I mean, he's a lot of it's broken from the Mighty Blow. But like, if he's removing, if we're just giving him one block a turn and he's still removing a person a turn, I mean, what can you do about that, really? Apart from just hope the second half is hope that people come back. So this may be the turn we start diving with the wrestle guy. Let's see how many people he kind of stacks up in here. Probably quite a few. He needs to put at least another person next to the witch so she doesn't just one dice this guy out the way though. As it is, I could still potentially bring this guy back around and get a one dice, so he might want another person as well. Probably going to put maybe this guy in the middle here. Not putting anyone... Okay, he is putting someone in the middle. what he's worried about from the back. Maybe this guy? Alright, so what are we looking at diving into? That's a lot of 2+s, but no rerolls on any of them. But it is a 1 dice. I think you probably just have to stand up. I think you probably have to come in here. Reason being, if we do knock him down, we're going to knock him this way. Let's get hopeful. We could hit this block, but honestly it doesn't affect anything. And it might be nice to have her, if by some miracle this went right. So, to do the minimum amount of rolls, so it's either that or this, which is a 50% Oh, but then he's got guard, so no. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. Ah, that's too early. And this is the 2+1, but we've still got to try it. Alright, sweet. So we wrestle him. We have used our reroll. It bounced next to one of our players, but that's not a super big help. Does he have the... yeah, he does. Okay, we're gonna position here as an annoyance, hopefully. I wish I could take one of these blocks, but I can't. So we're gonna get knocked off the ball and he should pick it back up again. How brave do I feel? I think I have to try it. I was gonna run it. I was gonna try the runaway, but actually it's probably better just to be holding it. It means he can't predict where this is gonna go when he knocks me over. I wouldn't have been able to really get away from him anyway. If it had been this guy, I mean, I definitely would have been trying to dodge back out there. And I would have tried to dodge back in faster. I think there I just figured I gotta make a bit of a play here. Okay, so down he goes, back into the... oh, probably this way, because there's more players this way. I don't know. Should be able to clear this though. And this guy is a bit of a risk. Okay, he went this way. He's probably going to blitz this guy away. Didn't land next to my guy, which is good for him. He's not going to block this guy till he's picked... at least till he's... well, he's kind of in the way of the ball. He needs to move this guy, and then he can go pick it up. This is interesting now. I just noticed it's his 7th turn. So he's got plenty of people in scoring position, but we've given an outside chance of failure now. So he's blocking this up so he can block this guy safely. He wants to make sure I can't get next to the ball. He should still score, but we made it kind of a little scary for him. Maybe he's going to blitz him, because this is his best chance of hurting him. And knocking him over in general. Where do we go? This way, I think. It probably doesn't matter, he's probably going to get... I didn't get stunned. So this guy picks up the ball. Can this guy get in once he's picked up the ball? Or is he going to have to do a pass or a hand? He'll do a handoff next turn to, probably to this guy if he can. But he could do it to this guy. Oh, he's going to use the, no. Why not use the thrower here? I guess he doesn't want to have to do the extra. Fair enough. Maybe he's gonna, he's got this lineman so he could foul my wrestle guy. This could be our salvation here. Another one. And we're in dreamland. Ah, sad. He did that because he's got the reroll this turn, and it means that next turn he doesn't have to try and use his reroll. And if he failed it this turn, he'd get a second chance to try it, whereas if he does a GFI next turn, there's no going back. So that was a sensible move. Is this a sensible move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on, how's he going to defend this? This guy? 1, 2, 3. I guess another GFI. Fail it. Ah. Okay, so let's have a look what we've got going on here. 1, 2, 3, boom. So we try this. It may well fail due to tackle here, but we hope it doesn't. And then we try a dodge, 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 boom, and we'll get a 1 dice. If we make this, we try and, hang on, can this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Theoretically, this guy could get in scoring range. Oh, he failed the 2+. But he's still got a chance. Still got a little chance. Oh, just the push. We've made him roll a dice though now. And because of that, we do actually stand this guy up. And we attempt, desperately, to get this guy into scoring range. Just in case. Just to add that extra little scariness to this. Although it should be fine. But you know, you could, we've seen it before, it's pretty easy to roll 2 1s in a row, so. And it's the safest play is the GFI. So I think he's getting a 3 dice on this guy. Unfortunately, where the witch is positioned, she doesn't actually block him off. That would be even better. So he's not going to block the witch, because she could actually get in his way. Okay, he knocked that guy down just fine. He goes this way. Okay, yeah. Doodle-doodle-doo. Hang on, who's... Oh, he's gonna try and... He's gonna get some... No. Yeah, you can try and hit the witch as well. Just for... I guess, if you can get a 3 dice on her, why not? I suppose. It worked as well. Gonna move here just in case I stay up. Nope. We'll definitely try. Okay, that's real nice. So now our Apo is gone too, and also somebody that could help. So now he goes this way, so that if he fails, this guy doesn't stand much chance of getting the ball. Although this guy can get it if it doesn't go into the end zone, wherever it goes. And he's actually got a better throwing arm. So he's surrounding this guy because this guy is the kind of link up. Oh, he's actually hitting him. Okay, fair enough. He's doing the orky plays, you know, hit as many guys as you can. Put this guy up as an intercept possibility. This guy is also a potential link-up player, so just blocking him off. And in he goes. And we really need to hope for some good KO rolls. Oh, you don't get to see the orc cheerleaders very often. Okay, 3 back for turn 8 is good. What are we missing? We'd love our other witch elf back. But honestly, even the 3 back is some, you know, I'll take it. It looks like he's setting up to stop me having an easy time from doing the 1-turner. Which, honestly, I wasn't going to try. I need a movement 8 person before I try that. Whenever I try with movement 7, I just get to that last one and I can't make it happen. I think Witch Elves are supposed to make it a bit easier because you get the double block from Frenzy, but nah. I think Riot is the only thing we sort of give a nod to here. There's nothing stopping Riot. So just cross our fingers for ridiculous luck and off we go. I guess we do punch, or attempt to punch down his front line. It's armor value 9 all the way across, so not likely to happen. He hasn't really given us any amazing targets to hit. Yeah, he's even hiding his star. We'll probably try and blitz, assuming we don't get the riot. We'll probably try and blitz this guy, because if we remove him, that's like a real bonus. Oops. Nope. Let's see. You up here. Need to get this guy blocked so he can block as well. So we're going to do block, block. Just in case you will come back to try and do an amazing throw. You will attempt to blitz. I'm going to put him this side with the witch in case we get that lucky. And we're actually going to switch this guy over in case we get that riot. I feel like to not think it's possible would be silly. So quick snap. So if I was good at 1-turns, this would be the time to do it, but I'm not. So. Let's see. I guess, you know what? We can have another blitz as well. Alright, so try this. We will keep you here. We will pop you around and try a block here. Nice. Now to start taking his players out properly. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, we're gonna have to do a 1 dice here to start with. No problem with the old 1 dice. Works like a charm. I guess... Guess you do your block next. That's not what we wanted. Let's see. If you get... No, we kind of have to do this. Please no? Okay. Let's see. I guess we'll try and hit you again with the other guy. I mean, taking this guy out would be amazing, but it's not looking likely. This is why I generally don't even bother trying to knock down the front line. Come on, there we go. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. It's a pity it's not long term. That's a real bonus for the second half. I'm not saying it's going to make us win, but I'm not going to complain either. Who should we throw to? I guess we'll throw to you, you're the closest. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I think we go for the gentle... Okay, we got our guys back. Whew. So let's get everybody away from here. We'll just leave one guy in the middle. Who's going to hold the ball? You're going to hold the ball if you can. Get back. Get back. Let's see. Set up so that if they get a blitz, we're sort of as well defended as we can be. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So yeah, what I was going to say was we're going to attempt to try and play this for a gentle, like 4 or 5 turn score if things go well. I think we're technically, yeah, we're actually up a player. So, where are we hitting? We are just going to hit a random for this turn. I don't want my Mighty Blow guy getting hit, so I'm just going to pop him like that. Oops. I don't want to give, like, the temptation is to run her around, for instance, and try and get a, you know, like a scoring threat, but they're obviously just going to take that out, and she's pretty valuable, so... let's see. I really want this guy to be... The problem is we got too many good players on the field. You, I guess, are one of our... I guess let's threaten you. You will take a hit, which I don't want, but I don't want any of these guys taking a hit, really. I will try and bring this guy around if I don't fall over. So what we're doing is just kind of putting a spread, trying to threaten a little bit, get this guy back up as far as we can. He can obviously make it to midfield to hand off the ball. Can you dodge? Yes, you can. So they can get through the middle here if they want, but they can't get to our ball carrier. This guy can score. They have to at least respect that by putting somebody either side of him. My feeling is he'll probably blitz there, which leaves us free to kind of, you know, it'd be interesting to see how they cover the field here. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, tackle blitzer. As of right now, you're the least important of my really good players. So the nice thing for them is they took him out altogether, so he is no longer any kind of threat, and we're back to even teams. But we knew that was going to happen to somebody. And I couldn't get any of my really non-essential guys around. I could have put the witch up there, but she's more likely to get proper hurt, so... let's see what he does. He has enough players to kind of cover the field, especially seeing as these guys are movement 4. He might try and cover the wings a little bit and let me have the middle. Just put one guy in the middle or something. Because obviously this is a bit of a danger zone for him right now. So he probably wants to stop this up. One player over here isn't enough to kind of stop my push. But, you know, I don't know. Let's see what happens. We did a nice spread here, and because this guy needed blitzing, he hasn't blitzed any of the... He hasn't made enough that he can push through and put an impact on my backline. Okay. He's got nobody to foul, so I don't know what this guy's plan is. And he may be just as happy for me to score as I am to score, because it gives him the ball back and gives him a chance to win the game. And this guy wants to win, he doesn't want to draw, he doesn't want me to take this too slow. Alright, he's definitely given me this side as an option. I'm not saying it's like a easy option, but at the same time, you know, we've got a group of players here and I can potentially hand it to the witch. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Which means you come here. You hit here, hopefully. We're far enough back that if this doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. Kind of. You would need another one to do this. I think I go here and do the handoff to mark this guy up. So he can potentially knock both these guys down. But he has kind of marked up his own players as well. I think I mark up his thrower. Hang on, you could probably come over here so I can do this hit. I think you actually come here as well. We're going to try and knock these guys down. No, let's try and knock this guy down first. Can I get through if I do? No, I'm going to be in my own way. So I think I do want you on this side already. Sorry, a lot of thinking there. Okay. I'm not going to re-roll that because it's on a... Don't hurt yourself. Okay. I mean, it gives him one less, like, for certain block, and it could have, like, stopped this, you know, made this a bit more awkward. I assume it's a GFI to get in. Yeah, it is, which is a bit scary. So I expect these guys to kind of come back here somewhere. Kind of basically triangulate back to kind of force my hand, and then maybe even try and get something on the ball, although it's going to be tricky. Because say this guy knocks down here, and this guy knocks down here, you've still got this guy to get, who's kind of in your way a little bit. And he doesn't have a lot of great tacklers here. He's got a loner. Yeah, he's got a loner, basically. So I think he probably just somewhat concedes this is likely to happen. Maybe has a 1 dice at the ball. Oh, he's going... Okay, he went that way. That's quite sneaky. So he can get a 2 dice at the ball now. With the Black Orc. And he's gonna... Yeah, that's probably not worth doing yet. See if you knock the ball loose. If he knocks it loose, I think I go here, unfortunately. Because going here means it could just fly out and go somewhere better for him. Although, depending on how he's got his team position, we may be okay with that, because he may not have a lot of cover on this side of the pitch. So what do we got? We still got one guy out. Got one guy stunned. So yeah, this is kind of what we expected. This is kind of the... This play makes a lot of sense. And we don't want to go back this direction because there's too many orcs there. Okay, this is sensible because if I do go to the sideline when I fall over, then if it bounces over the side, he's still got some nice coverage. And he's even left this guy without moving. Oh, of course she fell over. Yeah, we just go here. We don't want him to be able to pick it up. That's an interesting place for it. So yeah, he might try and go like here, here. I mean, we can kind of do something about this, but it's not ideal for sure. That is better for us. So he's probably going to come down here. Yeah. Alright, a reroll gun is nice. Unless he doesn't use it, he may not think it's worth it. Okay, he did. Makes everybody have to run around a little bit further. Alright, let's see. I think you have to go here. Now, I could push back. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1 square too many for us. This is a conundrum. Can you get to the ball? Let's imagine he's not here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Theoretically. Oh, but I think I just got my own way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I did. Okay. So that didn't really help. This is getting real tricky. I think I just have to do this. Ooh, that's real bad. That is not the best either, because we just moved everybody over from there. So, what did we do wrong there? How did we do with our... Yeah, we just rolled a 1 and a 2. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess what I did wrong, aside from getting knocked over with no tackle, which is one of these days I will learn just happens a lot. What we did wrong was we just assumed she'd be okay. I should have maybe left her a bit more protected. Maybe not tried to drive so fast. How protected can they get this ball? Somewhat. This guy got stunned, of course. I don't think he can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess he can probably get away from the witch. Stop picking stuff up. Is he gonna GFI this? Does he need to GFI this? Not necessarily. So this is so this guy can come back down and block this guy. I mean, I really thought we were actually going to have a better time in this game, despite it being a hard match. Especially injuring the Black Orc at the beginning, at the end of the first half. I thought, we are back in this in a big way. But now we may be out of it pretty soon. Let's assume we're not yet. Oh, you would be dodging. Now, if we're going to try a... We're going to have to go right through this way. So you need to be here. Right? No. Because that's... You'd need to be on the corner, which you can't get to, or this corner, which you can. Still trying to decide whether an assist is worth it. You guys, I think, just have to stand up. Let's see, if I were to knock him over... Or even away. No, that doesn't do it. Does it do enough? Yeah, I can follow that. Yeah, it does. I mean, this is worth trying. For starter, it would be somebody on the ball, and for... Oh, the double ones! They're back. Okay, so that should pretty much secure it. He just needs to score one more time. He can get it. He can obviously outrun me now. But honestly, I think that was the right thing. I really think that was the right thing to do. Because a 1 dice without block on this guy, having run through a couple tackle zones, is so much more risky than this guy doing a couple 2+ dodges to have not only a solid assist, but somebody standing up if the dodge, if the dodging fails through to the blitz. So, but we are having a rough time right now with this team, and I know it's somewhat my fault, but I also feel like we're not doing super good on the dice when when it counts. Our 2+ are not liking us a whole lot. Because we try and do everything safely. Like this block with this, the 1 dice block with this guy was a 2+, at least not to... Oh wow, he just GFI'd in. Okay. Well. Yeah, a couple rough games in a row here. And he's going to spread harder now because he knows I'm going to want to go fast. So now we go desperate times, desperate measures. He's down a player, we are down 2 players. Move this guy out here maybe. He's going to put somebody here as well. We do have our guard guy. So we're going to try a risky... Actually, we only need to move one of these guys 1 square to get through. And we're going to go after this guy, because he's easier to knock over. And we're going to do a big old dash down this... Okay, what's going on there? His problem is he's only got 3 black orcs. Okay, so I guess we can just go down this side. Let's put a dodger on you. We'll give a nod to this side. Honestly, at this stage, it doesn't really matter. We're going to use you to attempt to pick up the ball, because you got a good throw on you. Everybody else over on this side. Let's see, who am I going to give the ball to? I'm probably going to give the ball to this guy. So I actually will drop him back 1. Let's pop him here. No. Let's pop him here. Alright. Basically have to score in 2 turns to give ourselves any kind of supposed chance. Oh, the ball's nice and close at least, so that makes that nice and easy. Alright, so first things first, can you actually... No, you can't. Okay, so you will be our back guarder and assister. Could do with at least a... I don't know. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, anything would pretty much do that. And you will guard him, I guess. Yeah. Or you could be us. No, you guard him. You will go as far up as elfily possible, and you're going to take a hit for doing that. Such is life. You will also go as far as you can. We'll do you in a minute. Who is worth blocking up here? If she gets away, he's gonna come across. We reroll this if we fail. We have to pass, unfortunately, even though there is obviously a chance of us failing again. We go here. Now, where do you go, though? I think you go here. Ooh. And yeah, basically I'm going to stand this guy up because he's fast. And we're trying to make this really hard to block off. Like, it's definitely possible, but my witch can kind of, like, when she gets inevitably hit, she can at least try and move to make it so that other people can't come and kind of form a good. Oh man. So yeah, she can move out here to make it so they either have to go round or, like, dodge through. Okay, that's the last we'll be seeing of her. So yeah, this guy now has to go... I mean, he's got the rerolls, let's face it. He's hardly there to use a reroll. That sounds bitter, but I mean, it's largely because he hasn't done a lot of crazy stuff. He has done some GFIs, and I think he did fail one at the end of the first half, so... He's not going to fail one there, though. We're not too worried about this. He's going to probably put a second person up here. This guy's probably going to come around. GFI over to the top. Which means an awkward thing for us to do. Ah, that worked. I think we just blast through here anyway. I could potentially. I don't know why well, 4 turns, 3 rerolls. Maybe we can make him regret doing that unnecessary reroll. Ah, that was going to be one of our ways, was to put the guard guy here. Block with the witch, and then maybe block with this guy, and we could have maybe got through, but the Black Orcs are fast today. Might stand this guy up, just so that it kind of makes me do something with these guys. I mean, knows I'm not going to blitz him off, but I suppose I could move this guy around and just surf him. Yeah. So I think the guard guy still goes here. So yeah, what we could have done is a block here, and then a block here, and run through this way, but he's made that not so... Hang on, can I still do that? Yeah, I haven't done my blitz yet. Oh, that's real bad. Sure, I'll go this way. Okay, so yeah, that didn't work out as we had wanted it to. So now we have 3 horrible... Unless I move this guy, which would take away... I don't think this will take away any of them actually, but it's probably worth doing. Just to stand some people up for when this goes wrong. Could I have taken it? Let's see. I was wondering if I could have got through this way. I mean, I can't now anyway. So I think we do this one at a time. And we move away from the... No, he's going to be able to tackle me anyway. So I think we move away from the orcs. Alright. Back on the scoreboard. Was that our cheerleaders in red? I don't understand why they would be. We're not a red team in any way at all. Okay. So we didn't get our KOs back again. That makes me a little sad because, well, it just does. We need all the help we can get here. But hey, that was a good attempt. Maybe we can put some pressure on now. We've still got 1 reroll. We get a crazy kickoff or something. We have the players that can do some silly things, so we're giving ourselves another chance. But yeah, I mean, I figured we had a chance in this game. You only had the 1 tackle guy who I haven't been able to really get a touch on, so he's done well with that. Although mostly, likewise with ours, we've kind of protected him as well. But we're kind of getting to the stage where our team is quite elite, so it's you just can't protect all of your players all the time, and you need them to get into dangerous places. And we've armor broken, probably not a ton more than we should have done, but more than we could have used. Oh, that's terrible. Why wouldn't you give us an extra turn? And that's game over. Which is a little sad. So unfortunately now it's just the boring task of running away. It's why, I mean, the kickoff results, I guess, are there to like always give players hope in some ways, I guess, and to not let you be sure of what's coming. Yeah, he's going to reroll that. Oh, he didn't. That's weird. Maybe he really wants to get this. I don't know. Anywho, yeah, that's what they're there for, but they can be very frustrating, because they generally don't reward playing well or trying to play, you know, sensibly. Because a lot of them, like if you look through them, the reroll one is harsh for people that pick a sensible number of rerolls usually, because it kind of rewards people who don't. Let's see, what else have you got? The weather kind of hurts teams pretty bad. It hurts some teams way worse than it hurts others, so that's not necessarily great. I'm not even going to take a hit here. It's not worth it. You know, stuff like Riot, Pitch Invasion, even the a Blitz obviously is one of the harshest. Keep running. Yeah, they all tend to sort of you know, throw away good chances. And I guess I think definitely in a non-competitive setting, that's just kind of makes for some silly fun, which is fine. I think in a competitive setting, it can be super annoying. I mean, and sometimes it wins you games, sometimes it loses you games, but you know, I've seen games where one player gets like 3 blitzes and just keeps scoring on the other team, and it's pretty much not a game anymore. So I think overall it's a bit oof. Nope. Oh, I guess he did an injury at some point. Oh, so close to another dodgy guy. Yeah, 13 armor breaks doesn't look like that many, but of those 13, it looks like 9 resulted in more than stuns, which I think is where our real problems came. Or some of our real problems, I should say. Let's see. I guess this is him. That's pretty good. And he didn't do a ton of dice rolling, but when he did, he definitely did okay. 4 100% pickups. Yeah, I think this is partially why he didn't have to use rerolls. We're a bit more scattered. Our wake-ups are actually pretty average, so can't complain about that. Yeah, I mean, we even have some good stuff on here. I can never remember how to work out what's good and bad armor and injury, because one of them is rolled by one team, like armor is rolled by your team and injury is rolled by their team. So, and I'm never sure how it assigns each. Well, our record is looking worse and worse. I think our team should be looking okay. Yeah, our team's actually looking alright, but this is just poor. This is way too many losses. That'll get you down the table in no time. Draws aren't so bad. I don't know how it works. It's not as simple as just, you know, a win-loss draw assigned like 3, 2, and 1 points. It is, or however they, you know, various leagues assign it. I think there's more algorithms that go in because of the whole how long you've played and all that kind of stuff. How many games you've played versus how few is also factored in. So I think there's a few different factors. But yeah, we need to start pulling that back. How have we done the last couple games? I think we've lost the last couple and drawn 1. After a series, I think we did win like maybe, yeah, we won 3 on the trot, but we've also not won 3 on the trot now, so we need to, I'm ready for a nice easy game. We've had some rough opponents. So yeah, give me a nice, I don't know. I won't know it till I see it. Anywho, thanks for watching, and hopefully maybe back on track next time, but maybe this is the beginning to our descent into madness. Bye for now.